Welcome back to Dazzy Cars. There are cars you review and then there are cars you feel, cars that punch straight through time and grab you by the chest, and today is one of those moments because we're talking about a machine that didn't just represent an era, it defined it. The Oldsmobile 442 isn't just metal and horsepower, it's rebellion on four wheels, it's Detroit confidence, it's America standing tall with a V8 heartbeat and daring the world to race it. This car came from a time when muscle wasn't a marketing term, it was a lifestyle. And when Oldsmobile decided to go all in, they didn't whisper, they shouted. Now let's talk about the exterior, because the first time you see a 442 rolling toward you, it doesn't politely ask for attention, it takes it. Long hood, short deck, wide stance, and that unmistakable muscle car posture that looks like it's already moving even when parked. The lines are bold, clean, and unapologetically aggressive. There's no futuristic trickery here, no fake vents or unnecessary curves. Everything has purpose. The grille stares you down, the chrome catches the sunlight like a badge of honor, and those classic Oldsmobile details remind you this car was built when style and strength were inseparable. You see it and immediately know this thing was made to dominate stoplights and highways alike. The 442 didn't need to scream for attention, its presence did all the talking. As you walk around it, you notice how balanced it feels. The proportions are just right, giving it that planted look that muscle car fans crave. The wheel arches hug those beefy tires like they were born together, and the stance tells you this isn't a cruiser pretending to be fast, this is the real deal. Even decades later, the design holds up because it's honest. No gimmicks, no apologies. Just pure American muscle confidence frozen in steel. Moving inside, the interior feels like stepping into a time capsule of performance-focused simplicity. This is a driver's cockpit, not a lounge. The seats are firm but comfortable, built to hold you in place when the torque hits. The dash is straightforward, gauges right where you want them, and everything is angled toward the driver like the car itself is saying, "You're in charge now." There's something incredibly satisfying about that analog feel, the clicks, the switches, the mechanical honesty. You don't need a giant screen to tell you what's happening, you feel it through the wheel, through the seat, through your spine. The steering wheel is thick, solid, and perfectly sized, and when your hands wrap around it, there's a sense of connection modern cars sometimes forget. This interior wasn't designed by focus groups, it was designed by people who understood driving. No distractions, no overthinking. Just you, the road, and an engine waiting to be unleashed. Even the smell inside, that mix of vinyl, fuel, and history, reminds you that this car has lived, raced, and probably scared a few passengers along the way. Now let's get to the heart of the beast, because this is where the Oldsmobile 442 becomes legend. Under that long hood sits raw American V8 power, and when you turn the key, it doesn't politely start, it awakens. The rumble is deep, confident, and unmistakable. This is the sound of torque, of displacement, of an era when engines were measured by how they made you feel, not just by numbers on a spec sheet. The 442 name itself tells a story: 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed manual, dual exhaust, a formula so simple yet so powerful it became iconic. Hit the throttle and the response is immediate, brutal in the best way possible. The car lunges forward with authority, the rear squats, and you're reminded that traction control wasn't a thing, you were the traction control. The power delivery is raw, linear, and addicting. This car doesn't hold your hand, it challenges you, and that's exactly why enthusiasts fell in love with it. Every gear change feels mechanical and intentional, every pull through the revs feels like a celebration of internal combustion at its peak. Handling-wise, the 442 is honest. It's not pretending to be a modern sports car, but for its time and even by today's standards, it holds its own with confidence. The suspension communicates the road, the steering tells you exactly what the front end is doing, and when you push it through corners, there's a beautiful balance between power and control. You respect it and it rewards you. Drive it right and it feels alive. Drive it wrong and it reminds you who's boss. Now let's talk about safety and pricing, because context matters. Back in its day, safety was simple: strong steel, solid construction, and a driver who paid attention. No advanced driver assists, no sensors watching your every move, just brakes, seatbelts, and your instincts. And somehow that raw simplicity made drivers more connected, more aware, more involved. Today, owning a 442 isn't about practicality, it's about passion. Prices vary depending on condition, originality, and year, but clean examples command serious respect in the market. And honestly, they deserve it. You're not buying transportation, you're buying a piece of American automotive history. What makes the Oldsmobile 442 truly special is the emotion it carries. This car represents a time when America believed in big ideas, big engines, and big dreams. It's the soundtrack of muscle car culture, echoing through drive-ins, drag strips, and open highways. It's a reminder that cars used to have personalities, tempers, and souls. When you drive a 442, you're not just driving, you're participating in a legacy. And here's the thing, if you're still watching right now, you're not just a casual viewer. You're someone who understands that cars are more than specs and spreadsheets. So if you love this kind of deep, emotional, no-holds-barred car content, do me a favor, hit subscribe right now and become part of the Dazzy Cars family, because this channel is built for people who feel cars, not just look at them. As the sun sets on the Oldsmobile 442, you can almost hear the echoes of an era fading into the distance but never disappearing. This car will always matter. It will always represent freedom, power, and American muscle at its purest. And before you go, if you want to see where the automotive world is heading next, make sure you watch the video that's already uploaded on the Mercedes Vision EQXX. That video is live right now on the channel, and it shows a completely different side of automotive passion: the future, efficiency, and innovation. Go watch that Mercedes Vision EQXX episode right now, because when you put that future next to the raw soul of the 442, you truly understand how far cars have come and why we love them all.